Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. The whole town's going straight to hell. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Put another notch in the Bible. Lipstick on a map, cold coffee cup. Backseat watching mama get all dolled up. Counting change, sitting at the pump till the sun comes up. She'll be handing out love. Too young to stay by myself at home. Old enough to know what's going on. Sleeping with somebody new. Just doing what she's gotta do. And I hope that he's a nice man. And one day we can get out of these hills, get off of these pills, and pay them bills with all our clothes on. And one day I won't feel wrong. Born into this fire, don't wanna die here. I just want someone to see me. No, I didn't choose my family. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. The whole town's going straight to hell. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Put another notch in the Bible belt. Mama kept her men written in a book. Sometimes I'd sit and thumb it through. See the mayor, my preacher, my teachers. At any hour of the night they could reach you. Police came and tried to take me, but mama cried she needed her baby. It's like heaven's door is shut, it's so corrupt. Her prayer's enough to get out of these hills, get off of these pills, and pay them bills with all our clothes on. And one day I won't feel wrong. Born into this fire, don't wanna die here. I just want someone to see me. No, I didn't choose my family. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. The whole town's going straight to hell. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Put another notch in the Bible. Pay them bills with all our clothes on. And one day I won't feel wrong. Born into this fire, don't wanna die here. I just want someone to see me. No, I didn't choose my family. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. The whole town's going straight to hell. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Put another notch in the Bible. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. The whole town's going straight to hell. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Put another notch in the Bible. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Everybody's talking, everybody's watching. Bible Belt. Bible Belt.
That is the latest single from Taylor Austin Dye. It is called Bible Belt. That's where I happen to be broadcasting from in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We are in the Bible Belt, and she just put another notch in mine, so yeah, I should be okay for the next 3 hours. Absolutely love her brand new single. This next artist is a great artist from Canada. His name is Chad Lodge. This is called We Got It Made. Boy, don't we? If you like New Country's best, this is the place to be on the Tim Kelly Show. Indie Country Radio, KICR from Branson, Missouri, live right now.
I love the way you look tonight. I want to see you like that every night and get lost in everything you do. I love the way you look at me. It's like you're looking at me and not through me. I love to see you look at me every day. 'Cause I know, baby, we got it made. We got it made, yeah. And I kiss, feel your arms around me. Well, I can't believe that you're mine. I'm gonna hold you for the rest of my life. I love to say I love you every day. Yes, I know, baby, we got it made. We got it made. Yeah, I feel heaven whenever you're next to me. Yeah, and I'll never let you go, never be apart for as long as we live. 'Cause baby, we got it made. I know, baby, we got it made. We got it made, yeah. And I feel heaven whenever you're next to me. Yeah, I'll never let you go, never be apart for as long as we live. 'Cause baby, we got it made. We got it made.
Listening to New Music Monday on KICR Indie Country Radio.
Don't give me $1 when I asked you for 2 cents. In fact, I take that back. I could use a little money, so I guess I'll take the cash. Hold up just a minute, darling, you're all out of time. Tough luck, too bad you never really had a chance, and you can't change my mind. Oh, Angela, I told you once that we were never friends. 'Cause I've seen things you've done, and I don't like what you did. Oh, Angela, this isn't fun at all, like what you said, and I won't do it again. Angela, you got the prettiest eyes, and you live in a smoke machine. So I can't believe the words you said after what I've seen. You got too many lovers, and Lord, I pray you reap just what you sow someday. And I know some things never change. You can't change my mind. Oh, Angela, I told you once that we were never friends. 'Cause I've seen things you've done, and I don't like what you did. Oh, Angela, this isn't fun at all, like what you said, and I won't do it again. Angela, oh, Angela, sitting outside trying to talk about the things that'll never change. So I think it's time you leave. Oh, Angela, I told you once that we were never friends. 'Cause I've seen the things you've done, and I don't like what you did. Oh, Angela, this isn't fun at all, like what you said, and I won't do it again. Angela, 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 Angela.
She will be performing at Freedom Jam, Freedom Jam USA. FreedomJamUSA.net is the website. Shayna G is the artist. It is SHEY SHANA, Miss Shayna G with 2 E's, and a great tune called Angela. Boy, she's got a great gravelly voice. Kind of reminds me of Stevie Nicks when you hear all of her music, and I got a bunch of it, that is for sure. How about this next group? They are Sutherland. This is called Little Bit of You on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Monday.
Damn, this week sure been hard on me, and I'm about at the end of my rope. When 5 o'clock rolls round, I shut her down and clock out. There's only one place that I go to take the edge off. I know there ain't nothing at a bar I can't find at home. A little bit of you goes a long way at the end of a long day. Yeah, honey, I can't wait. I can almost taste that white wine on your sweet lips. There ain't a thing that you can't fix. Yeah, baby, at the end of a long, hard day, a little bit of you goes a long way. I get too much sometimes on my plate and on my mind, but you give me that look and it don't take no time, 'cause a little bit of you goes a long way at the end of a long day. Yeah, honey, I can't wait. I can almost taste that white wine on your sweet lips. There ain't a thing that you can't fix. Yeah, baby, at the end of a long, hard day, a little bit of you goes a long way. A little bit of you goes a long way at the end of a long day. Yeah, honey, I can't wait. I can almost taste that white wine on your sweet lips. There ain't a thing that you can't fix. Yeah, baby, at the end of a long, hard day, a little bit of you goes a long way. Yeah, it does. A little bit of you goes a long, long way.
For today's country, new music discovery. Now.
I put that record on, girl, you know what song, and I let it play again and again. You're in every line, takes me back in time. Yeah, tonight I'm wondering, what are you listening to? Is it a cover band or some college town bar where it's not on eyes and air guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station, tears still falling, heart still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I like to believe that you're just like me, trying to figure out how a good thing goes bad. And I don't know, I can't let it go, but it's about to drive me mad. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band or some college town bar something to get you through. Just a sad song playing on the radio station. Tears still falling, heart still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? Is it a feel-good song, get you driving too fast? The one that gets you moving on past the past? Or the kind that you can't help singing along, singing whoa, whoa? Is it headphones on the downtown train, or a window seat on an outbound plane? Is it LA, sunny, or Memphis blue? I wish I knew, I wish I knew. What are you listening to? Is it a cover band in some college town bar where it's not on knives and their guitars? Or is it something to get you through? Just a sad song playing on the radio station. Tears still falling, heart still breaking, 'cause you're hanging on. Or is it a love song about someone new? What are you listening to? I put that record on. Girl, you know what song, and I let it play again and again.
His name is James Rose. That is called What Are You Listening To? Well, you're listening to New Country's Best on the Tim Kelly Show right now on KICR, Indie Country Radio. Add a .com to that, and we are live on our website from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. We'll have Sunshine James with us after this next song. Brand new music from Cody Hibbard from Adair, Oklahoma. It is called Dying Breed on KICR, Indie Country Radio.
Never been much of a go-out party crowd drinker. More of a sit alone on a creek bank sunset thinker. A little more lover than a leaver. A little more find the real thing and just stay single. I'm a little more lyric than I am rhythm. A little more tree stand prayer than back pew pretending. A little less grudge and a lot more forgiving. A little less talk and a lot more listen. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Maybe I'm cut from a different cloth. Maybe I'm just an old has-been who got it all wrong. Maybe the whole damn world's just waiting for me and my kind of kill all. Throw us 6 feet deep and once and for all finally be short of this dying breed. Now I ain't much of a sit around handout taker. Bust my ass for a ring and a dream on a couple acres. With a little more dirt than pavement, holding her and growing old on a front porch swinging. I don't think there's a damn thing wrong with that. Maybe I'm just old-fashioned. Maybe I'm cut from a different cloth. Maybe I'm just an old has-been who got it all wrong. Maybe the whole damn world's just waiting for me and my kind of kill all. Throw us 6 feet deep and once and for all finally be shut of this dying breed. Maybe I'm cut from a different cloth. Maybe I'm just an old has-been who got it all wrong. Maybe the whole damn world's just waiting for me and my kind to kill all. Throw us 6 feet deep, and once and for all, finally be shut of this dying breed. Shut of this dying breed. I'm a little more lyric than I am rhythm. A little more tree stand prayer than back you pretending.
Once again, his name is Cody Hibbert. He is originally from Adair, Oklahoma, which I just happened to go through there yesterday, going to Oklahoma, and had a great trip down there. Spent 20 years down there, but now doing my thing in Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. And we want to welcome Sunshine James to the live show. How are you, my friend?
Good. How are you?
Doing fantastic, man. I appreciate the time tonight. Thanks for doing the show. And you just ran off the volleyball court when your alarm went off to be here. So, man, I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Yeah, we won. So high spots.
There you go. So you're probably about 6'6" and can spike it real good on the front row, right?
I did, but I felt bad because I did it to the smallest guy in the court.
Oh, ouch. Oh, man, that's awesome. I love volleyball. I coached it in school when I was young, so that was one of my favorite sports. And then this movie Top Gun came along, and these guys are playing it without their shirts on, and now they did it in Top Gun Maverick again. They started playing football, too. So.
Yeah, I'm a little too fat to be skins.
Yes,
but,
I'm the same way. I don't want to do it with my shirt off. That's for sure. I do this show like that because it's internet radio, but nobody's seeing that.
Hey man, do you whatever's comfortable.
Your first song's called "Put That Bottle Down." Maybe I need to do that.
Yeah.
No, I'm just messing with you. I'm drinking sweet tea, and I hope you got something cool to drink while you're doing the interview tonight.
There we go.
Yeah, absolutely love your music, man. Found you on YouTube. I'm scrolling through YouTube because I have a TV channel that we play country music videos on too, and I find you one day scrolling through there, reach out to you, and we set up this radio interview, and then come to find out that you're friends with a guy that I just played on the radio who I've also interviewed named James Rose.
Yes, sir. James Rose, good dude.
Yeah, he sure is, and boy, he's a great country music artist, but also a great human being. And what he does for a living, I mean, our firefighters are, so important here in the United States and all over the country. And my goodness, up in Canada right now with all the fires they got going on, and that smoke's coming down into the U.S. And you may be seeing some of it. Or you're up there in Buffalo, New York right now, so.
Yeah, it was pretty hazy when we got here, but yeah, it's I don't want to use an overused word like hero, but James Rose fits the bill.
He absolutely is a hero, and man, he's got a good album. 14 songs he sent me, and he said, it's kind of unusual for somebody that doesn't have a major label to make a full-length album like that, but he said, I'm going for it, and he sure pulled that off. It's great.
He did, man, and he brought me in the studio when he did that Keith Whitley song.
Yeah.
I'm Over You, and I got to sit there and watch Lori Morgan sing harmonies.
Oh, that's awesome. And
one of the coolest experiences.
One of my favorite songs I just played is What Are You Listening To? I just like the vibe of that one. But, I love the duet with Lori Morgan. And you guys have the same producer in one Mr. Buddy Hyatt. Is that right?
Yeah, the legendary.
Yeah.
Mr. Badass.
That's awesome. Awesome. Well, you're used to warm weather. You grew up in Arizona, so we'll talk about that a little bit, too. I'm in Branson right now, and last Thursday it was 102 here, I believe, and the heat index of about 106. But you're a dry heat out in Arizona, right?
It is, yeah. It's kind of like taking a nap in an oven.
Raised just outside of Phoenix. My uncle is out in the Scottsdale area, and I've been out there. It's been a long, long time since I visited, but I lived in San Diego, which I think the weather's perfect out there pretty much year-round.
It is.
Yeah. So tell us about growing up in Arizona and how you got into country music.
Well, I'm third generation. My mom was a country singer. My grandpa was a country singer. I got some friends hugging me with that.
There you go. He's on the radio, folks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm on the radio, guys. Come on. But yeah, growing up, I'm third generation going at this. My mom was a country singer. Her dad, my grandpa, was a country singer. Both played bass, guitar, and dad is a drummer. So I grew up in a very, very musical house. And I was very, very fortunate to grow up hanging out with a bunch of old cowboys and bikers and ramblers. And they all got together as often as they could. And I spent most of my childhood falling asleep to the sound of my grandpa picking and drinking whiskey and telling lies around a fire.
There you go. I love that. And you said traditional country music is in your core, and you grew up covering songs sung by your heroes. So tell us who some of those heroes were.
Well, man, Johnny Russell, one of my favorite. He wrote "Act Naturally" is a song everybody would know by him. He wrote that, and Buck Owens put it out.
Yep.
So yeah, Johnny Russell, Johnny Rodriguez, Johnny Cash, all the Johnnies.
Wow.
Hank Williams, Waylon Jennings is huge for me. Travis Tritt, Ernest Tubb.
Yep.
Pretty much anybody that tells a real good story. Just, I love good picking.
That is awesome. And you missed one, Johnny, and I play his son now, but Johnny Paycheck.
Johnny Paycheck.
Yep, the John Paycheck, his son is making some great country music of his own too, and he's nothing like his dad sounding wise, but he's got some good stuff, and I've had the pleasure to interview him on the radio, and he's soon coming out with brand new music that we'll probably have here too, so that's good stuff.
Oh, very cool. Let's check that out.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, it says in your early adult life you traveled across the western United States. You actually helped build a recording studio, and then you helped start your record label, too. So tell us about those experiences.
Yeah, I was living out in Denver. I just moved. I lived in Buffalo for about 5 years after leaving Arizona. Came back to Arizona from Buffalo. It was I quit music. I was done. Moved up to Denver with a girl a little bolder where she was from, and then ended up in Denver, and I wrote a song called Love Like Hers, and I was like, I should go record this, and went and met a guy that I just kind of put out there what I was needing to record, and these guys got back to me, and we became instant brothers. They were working at a studio called CCM out there on Colorado and Colfax in Denver. We made some music, and we started kind of building this little community, and we had a bunch of people recording, and we were all playing on each other's records, hanging out, becoming brothers, drinking way too much and telling way too many stories till the sun came up.
Yeah.
And then we eventually wanted to start our own thing. We built a studio down the road, and then started the label, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of experience, learned a lot, and good and bad.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun experience.
That's awesome. Now, you're talking a lot about telling stories, and your dad and your grandpa did it, and you're doing it, and you're doing it with your buddies. That leads into songwriting, and I see that you do a lot of that too, probably a lot in your spare time. But tell us about maybe some of those stories that end up being songs.
Well, I think just like anybody, life gives you plenty to write about.
Yep.
Between I mean, so the first song is not autobiographical that you guys are going to hear, but it's just kind of just like a white trash love story that just goes crazy.
I love it. A white trash love story. I think we might be getting a story right now.
I'm getting it.
Gotta love live radio.
Oh my gosh! Sorry.
That's all right. Maybe she needs to put that bottle down too.
I didn't want to say it, but somebody said it. That's
somebody said it. There you go. Well, I'll tell you what. Let's play the song, and then we'll come back and talk some more with Sunshine James on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's best on New Music Monday.
Well, I think I'm gonna bite my tongue for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna bite my tongue for now. Yeah, I still think you ought to put that bottle down. down. Baby, 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 oh. Well, you're such a lady when you're like this. Oh, girl, you know you're such a lady when you're like this. Yeah, I still think you ought to put that bottle down. Yeah, ain't this fun? They all can hear us. Little louder, call your mother if you must. But I still think you ought to put that bottle down. I still think you ought to put that 9-9 down. Yeah, I still think you ought to put that 6-shot down. Take it. Now, hold on, officer. You can put me in cuffs. You go in that house, you talk to that woman. You tell me she ain't crazier than a damn coonhound. You take me to jail right now. That woman is gone. She's lost it. Woman's crazy.
Man, we are cranking up the tunes tonight with Sunshine James. That is called Put That Bottle Down. Man, that is a good song, and we are loving it in our live interactive chat room as well. Folks are in there listening and loving your music, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate the heck out of you guys.
Yeah, you're talking about, hey, that song's a little bit long, but you guys got a good band behind you, so we'll let it go, man. Keep doing your thing.
Yeah, that's what we say. Keep going, boys.
Yeah. Give us a big shout out to some of the guys in your band.
Well, kind of the boys I tour with, Tim Decker and Toby Wallace. That's we would go out as a 3-piece, and we hit the road hard for a good 4 or 5 years there before I moved to Nashville. And we're kind of on pause right now, just trying to get the numbers up and get it to where we can be getting better venues, better shows. But
Yeah.
those are the boys I cut my teeth with.
That's awesome. Now, I did see in your bio that you played some of the honky tonks in bars in and around Music City. Maybe a favorite venue that you really like to play, and anytime they call you, you say, yeah, I'm there? Any of those?
Oh man. I mean, the Mammoth back home in Arizona is always that's the bar I grew up in, where my mom and grandpa would play.
Uh-huh.
So any chance I can play that. I love the Outlaw in Cheyenne, Wyoming.
Okay. Awesome.
That's a great one.
Love it. You said you're going to be in Missouri in September, right?
September, yeah. We're doing the Branson Country Music Show.
Branson Country Music Show. So, yeah, be sure to hit me up. I haven't seen that one, but I have seen a bunch of them. And, you know, I don't know if you know this about Branson, but they have more theater seats in this small town of a little over 10,000 population than they do in Broadway in New York City.
Really?
Yeah.
That's incredible.
56,000 theater seats here in Branson and only 48,000 in Broadway in New York City.
We'll take that, New York.
So there you go. And
Who needs New York?
that is exactly why they call Branson the live show capital of the world. That is crazy. I never knew that until several years ago. I used to sell timeshare here, and it was in our presentation, so that I learned something that day.
There you go.
And we used to have to memorize that, so there's that too.
I remember those days.
Yep. Well, we're glad you can share some time with us tonight, and there's no maintenance fees on this program.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, no kidding.
I can't afford that.
I wouldn't sucker you into that either. And we sure appreciate your time tonight. So, Sunshine James, man, how did you come up with that name? Were you grew up in Sunshine, or what's the deal with the name?
Well, it was a nickname I had in Buffalo, New York. I used to work repossession in the downtown area, and I was coming down the stairs after delivering some furniture, and guy looks at me, and he's probably 7 feet tall, 400 pounds. He gets bigger every time I tell the story, and just all the teardrop tattoos filled in, just all fucked out, scary as hell, and just goes, man, you look like that guy from Sunshine from the movie.
Oh, man.
And I was like, oh, thanks, man. Just please don't kill me. And turned out to be a real sweet guy, but it kind of caught on in the ghetto there, and I told that story to my producer, and he goes, Sunshine. He goes, I like that. And James is my middle name, so
Yeah.
Sunshine, nickname and a real name, and I didn't give it to myself, so that's why I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I told you.
It's weird if you give your own nickname to yourself.
Yep, I told you how I got my radio name off the air. So been that for about 30 years and 10 years now on the internet. We just celebrated year number 10 last May. But yeah, we got a repo guy and a timeshare salesman together here. So I don't know what we'll get next.
Ooh, we're just missing a car salesman.
I come to get your timeshare, ma'am. That's awesome. Yep, and I sold cars too back in 2001, right after 9/11. So I've done that.
There you go. That counts.
Yep, absolutely. Well, man, I sure appreciate your time tonight. The music is great. We're going to play another song called Wild Wild West, and I was telling you off the air, I used to watch a TV show starring Robert Conrad called Wild Wild West, and you were telling me that your grandpa watched that show, so that made me feel real young, but... I'm a grandpa too. In fact, tomorrow on the 4th of July is my youngest grandson's birthday. He'll turn 6.
Oh, congratulations. Tell him happy birthday
Thank
for
you.
me.
And same to you. Have a great 4th of July too. And if you do the fireworks thing, man, just be safe and responsible. We want to see you here in Branson in September.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So tell me where folks can get a hold of you on social media.
Facebook, Instagram, Sunshine James. Just you'll see a big ugly mug, and it's mine.
Okay.
That's how you know.
Yep.
Yeah, go and like and follow and share on Spotify, anywhere you can get music, steal music, buy music.
Yeah.
That's and it all goes to making the new music, and there's nothing else the money goes to. We're independent artists out here. So we appreciate everything.
Making more music. That's awesome. I got a big ugly mug too. I tried to drink coffee out of it, but I've got that I got that face for radio thing going on.
You found your calling.
That's right. Well, man, I appreciate the time tonight again, and don't be a stranger. If you want to come back and pitch some more new music, man, hit me up. And I've got several of your songs that we're going to play 3 for you tonight. But we would definitely love to have you back on the program, and I hope you have a great summer too, man. Have a blast.
Absolutely, I'd love to be back on anytime.
Man,
too.
That sounds like fun. Well, the reason we're doing this interview tonight is because of this next song. I'm scrolling through YouTube, and I come across an interesting title. And like I said, I'd watched that TV show back in the day called Wild Wild West. You absolutely knocked this out of the park, brother, so congratulations, and we're going to play it for you.
Thank you very much. Shout out to my co-writer, Bear Riddell.
Absolutely. His name is Sunshine James on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
There's a little bar in Barstow where the buck bunnies drink. Them cowfolk in Colorado get higher than you think. From Tucson to Tulsa where Whelan's still the king. It's 2 for 1 and 2-step into a western swing. 'Cause the sun still sets
outlaws in Oregon still outrun the lagoon. Rebels in Reno still racing the sun. A Chevrolet in Santa Fe that made me feel like John Wayne, letting my wild horses run. 'Cause the sun still sets on a wild, wild west. California, Yellowstone, where the big sky's best. And the real moon and a million stars, they're made to mend this cowboy's heart. And the sun still sets on a wild, wild west. We're all free from sea to sea, but something special lives in me. I don't expect, you'll just believe, that you'll know when you see that the sun still sets on the wild, wild west. Arizona, Yellowstone, where the big sky is best. And the sun still sets on a wild, wild west. San Antonio, Yellowstone, where the big sky's best. And the real moon and a million stars, they're made to mend this cowboy's heart. And the sun still sets on a wild, wild west. Yeah! On that wild, wild west. On that wild west.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
Well, there's 1,000 men who know my laws, 1,000 men who've paid their cost. Now there's someone out there's been through worse, but they didn't lose a love like hers. Well, I made my bed, here I lie. It won't be long, alone I'll die. And I wonder if she'll know I'm gone, or if that bridge burns in low. I'm not broken up about the past. All the love that I let pass, it's not the one that I let go. It's not the one who told me no, but she's the one that hurts. How'd I lose a love like hers? Well, the preacher wants my final words to bless my soul and leave this earth. But instead I ask him just one thing. There's a woman left you questioning. I'm not broken up about the past. All the love that I let pass, it's not the one that I let go. It's not the one who told me no, but she's the one that hurts. How'd I lose a love like hers? told me no, but she's the one that hurts. How'd I lose a love like hers? How'd I lose a love like hers?
Once again, his name is Sunshine James. He brings a ray of sunshine to the world of country music, doesn't he, ladies and gentlemen? That is called Love Like Hers, kicking off hour number 2 of the Tim Kelly Show. We just wrapped up a great radio interview with Sunshine James. Go check him out on all of social media. SunshineJames.com is his website, so that's real easy to find. And we hope you'll tell him Tim Kelly sent you over there as well. Lots of good music from that young gentleman, and he's hanging out in Buffalo, New York, but making his way in Nashville, Tennessee, produced by the great Mr. Buddy Hyatt. Good stuff on the radio tonight. Well, this next artist is a good friend of mine. His name is Ricky Gunn. He's got a brand new single out called Nothing Like You. Let's play it right now on the Tim Kelly Show, KICR Indie Country Radio, New Music Monday.
Whiskey on rocks. There's nothing like a sunset sitting next to you by those Alabama boondocks. There's nothing like a beat up truck getting sideways down an old back road. There's nothing like hearing them speakers cranking out some RT, I told you so. Well, there's nothing like the same small town that we used to, raising hell with one another, sneaking out into the cover, we would look cool. I'ma hold on forever and take this chance and never let you go. Whoa, baby, yeah, girl, there's nothing like you. Out on the mound. There's nothing like holding your hand, stealing kisses every chance that your mama ain't around. There's nothing like a 10-point buck grunting at you right before he goes down. There's nothing like a Sunday after church laying up and loving on you in your daddy's old crown. Oh, there's nothing like living in the same small town that we used to, raising hell with one another, sneaking out into the cover, we would look cool. I'ma hold on forever and take this chance and never let you go. Oh, baby,
Yes, my friend, it is that time for new Canadian country. Shane Christopher Neal right now, country radio host here in the province of Ontario. You can check out my website. I do hope you do at ShaneChristopherNeal.com. And today I do have the privilege of sitting down and chatting with Alexis Taylor from Huntsville, Ontario. She's opened up for bands like Marshall Tucker Band, Love and Theft, Megan Patrick. She's played events at Canadian Music Week, CMA Fest in Nashville. And she released her first single back in 2018. And back then, she won Female Vocalist of the Year at the 2018 Tennessee Music Awards. She has a great song that is now out on country radio. It is called Room Service. It is time to sit back, time to relax, pour yourself a mimosa, maybe some straight up champagne. I don't know. Alexis Taylor, new Canadian country.
Ang susunod na palabas ay rated PG.
All right, new Canadian country, and all the way, I believe, from Huntsville, Ontario, Alexis Taylor. How are you today?
Hey, I'm doing great. How are you?
Good. Are you in Huntsville today? Are you in Nashville? Or
I am in Huntsville today, yeah.
Nashville just sounds like it's better, so we should be in Nashville today. This interview is live in Nashville right now.
I wish.
So a couple questions for you. First of all, your first release comes out in 2018, but I want to kind of know what you were doing as a songwriter, a singer, a performer prior to that release in 2018. Give me the genesis of that a little bit.
Yeah, well, I grew up in a very musical home, so music was always just a very big part of me. But prior to my release in 2018, I actually had a huge moment where I got invited to go on tour and open for a friend of mine, Doug Seekers, over in Europe. And that's really what kind of catapulted a lot of my writing, a lot of my touring, performing, all that stuff. And I've just been loving every second ever since.
You know, it's funny. 2018 is a long time ago, but it's not really that long ago. And you've accomplished so much. So tell me what, let's say, the last 6 years have taught you about this great thing they like to call the music business.
I don't even know where to begin. I mean, I feel like every day I'm learning something new about the music industry and the music business. But, you know, I've been lucky enough to have a lot of people teach me, mentor me, come alongside of me, and just really continue to push me to be my best. And I mean, like I said, it's always something new every day in the music industry. And I feel like everything is changing. Even like you said, 2018 feels long ago, but it doesn't feel long ago. Right. So, yeah, I mean, there's always something new to learn for sure.
You have a few cool things on your resume, not only playing along with the Marshall Tucker Band and Love and Theft and that, but Canadian Music Week, which I've been part of now for about 8 years or so. It's always a great event. And CMA Fest in Nashville. Talk to me a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I've got the opportunity to open up and play with a lot of amazing artists. CMA Fest, Canadian Music Week, those were probably two of the highlights of the past few years shows that I've been playing. And yeah, it was both of them were different showcases, and I got to play a lot of originals, some covers, but it was all like, you know, for country music fans, which is always such a great experience. And just, you know, feeling the love from both fans that already knew my music, but then new people that had never heard my music before. It's always a great experience meeting new people and meeting fans in person. And yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
So Alexis, country music is always about the songwriting, right? That's what makes it so touching to the people that listen to it and love it. So what makes a good song to you?
I would say for me, I feel like when I write, a good song for me is when I'm telling the truth and what is either going on in my heart or what's going on around me or like anything like that. It's what I feel in that moment. And to me, that's what really makes a good song is the honesty and the genuineness behind my music.
That is why you are the songwriter and I am not, because I don't know if you could tell by my voice, but I grew up in the rock and roll scene many years as a drummer. I'm now doing country radio, which I love as well, but I can't write songs because if I got to tell the truth, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble. That's all I got to say.
Oh, no.
So speaking of great songs, you got a great song out right now called Room Service. So tell me about that. Who wrote the song? Who produced it? Give me the background with that particular song.
Yeah, so I actually got to write that song in Nashville with two friends of mine, Dave Audet and Jeffrey James, and it was such a cool write. It was actually our first write that we all wrote together for the very first time, and it was just a really awesome experience getting to kind of sit down and talk out some ideas with not necessarily people who were always writing country music. And we knew already going into it, we wanted to write like an upbeat, fun summer song. And I've always been a huge fan of Shania Twain. So I thought, hey, well, why don't we, write something that would be similar to something that she would sing. And so, of course, we went back and forth with some ideas, and I had brought the title to the table, and they just kind of started naming off ideas after that. And it was just a really awesome experience to be a part of.
So, Alexis, what do you order for room service?
Oh, gosh. I'm a breakfast person all the way through. I'm always like eggs, hash browns, toast, like just mimosas, just all the breakfast.
What about
things.
late night champagne, though? Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, there is nothing. No, never, ever. No. Yes, I love champagne, mimosas, either way, whatever works. Yeah, that's probably my go-to.
See, that's some honesty right there. Refuse to let the stress of life get in the way of having a good time. Room service, Alexis Taylor. Right now, it is New Canadian Country.
Can't catch my breath, can't catch a break. This 9 to 5 is driving me insane. We need a day, maybe a week, just you and me. Hey, what you think? Check in and check out and turn off everything. Let's make a reservation, a getaway, a little staycation. 3 nights, 1 king-size bed. Drink all the wine and then sleep in. Some time away with you would be just perfect. How about some room service? Room service. Don't need no suite with a view. The only thing I need to see is you. We'll make a plan to have no plans, and then tomorrow we'll do it all again. Check in and check out and turn off everything. Let's make a reservation, a getaway, a little staycation. 3 nights, 1 king-size bed. Drink all the wine and then sleep in. Some time away with you would be just perfect. How about some room service? Let's make a reservation, a getaway, a little staycation. 3 nights, 1 king-size bed. Drink all the wine and then sleep in. Some time away with you would be just perfect. How about some room service? A little staycation. Check in, check out. Oh, now. How about some room service?
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it?
Today's Country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's Country. More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
She
looks good. I mean real good. She got that thing about her. She got that glow around her. It's been folded, but every time I hold it, I just can't believe you can fit in that much. Pretty in a 3x3. She's in that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. There's a corner ripped off. Her name's in a heart at the bottom. There's a tear stain down the middle where I've cried a little over that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She ain't in this house, this room, or this town. She ain't in this bed I'm laying in right now. No, she's in a red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me, standing there, cutting me right straight to the core. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet, because she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. Yeah, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She looks good, I mean real good.
His name is Randall King. He is from the great state of Texas, and he is great. That is called In the Picture. Well, picture this. The young lady Alexis Taylor, who you just heard on this week's Canadian Country Radio segment with my good buddy Shane Christopher Neal, she's going to be live on this program next Monday night. We'll go live on the air at 7 p.m. Central Time. Alexis Taylor will call from Huntsville, Ontario, Canada, next week at 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Don't want to miss that one. And I had the privilege of being one of the first radio personalities to put her on the radio back in 2018 when she got started in her music career. It's been a great relationship ever since. She always makes great music, and that's why we can put her on a station with our hashtag called New Country's Best. We can do it with this next gentleman as well. I had a great radio interview with him a couple of months ago. Last summer, he had the privilege of opening up for Tim McGraw. His name is Brandon Davis. This is called See You In It on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Do you remember that time we were sitting there beneath the porch light on a late night? You were just smiling back at me. The world took the back seat. I was hanging on your every word. Or that night we caught the late show. Your daddy didn't know we were flying down a back road. His F-150 was where I stole your heart in the Georgia dirt. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in town to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this two-bed
two-bed, one-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. Thinking back now, I can still see summer sundress, your hair in a mess. We were everybody's dream, always be 18. Thought we had forever found. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in time to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this two-bed, one-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. I tried leaving, but every time I try to cross that county line, I find leaving here means leaving you behind. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in time to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this two-bed, one-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. I see you in it.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo couldn't take you away.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
It's hard to watch TV screens full of hate, full of me. These days, it's all you see. Young man, 21, mad as hell at everyone. Turns to a bottle of pills and a loaded gun, just like his daddy done. God forbid we pray. They play. God forbid we pray. Soldier son, husband, dad, he went to war and brought it back. And in his head he's still on the front line, trying to get a job and get by. Accepting them.
is my good friend Presley Tennant. She was on Team Kelly of NBC's The Voice. That is called God Forbid We Pray. She is from Norco, California. Fantastic artist, and that's the only kind we play around here, and that's why we can call it New Country's Best on the Tim Kelly Show. Well, this next gentleman that we're getting ready to interview makes great music and great country music as well. He plays at the Nashville Roadhouse Live Show at the Branson Star Theater, where country meets rock and roll. My good buddy, Mr. Stevie Lee Woods. How are you tonight, my friend?
What is happening, buddy?
Hey.
Thanks for having me on the show. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Great to have you on. Been looking forward to this for a while, and we've been blowing it up in Branson ever since we announced we were going to do this interview tonight. So that's good to see as well.
We are looking forward to having you guys back down at the theater and seeing a lot of the shows. We got a lot going on, which we'll talk about as we go.
Yep.
And there's a whole lot more to come. You know, the new TV show and all the great stuff we have going on. But you just ask away, fire the questions, man, and I'll do the best I can to answer them.
Well, I sure appreciate you doing what you're doing and helping us get these indie artists out there and on the big stage in Branson, and they are loving it so far. And it started with my good buddy Roger Adams. We got to meet him and his wife Bonnie. You've had my good buddy Dan over there. I just played Dan not too long ago, Dan Wallace, and he's going to be coming back in September to Missouri at the Freedom Jam concert over in St. Louis that we're going to be going to, and so and many more to come, like you said, and that's good to see. So
well, he's coming. Roger and Dan are both coming back to Nashville Roadhouse Live, and any of the other artists that are on your station that you debut, or premiere, or highlight that'd like to be on the show, they need to contact you or contact the theater direct, but preferably yourself, and hook it up, and we'll get them on the show, and hopefully on television. We'll talk about that, you and I, with everybody out there.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of television, you have been on television. You've had videos on GAC and CMT and Zeus Country Music. You've played around the world, been on radio on a global scale. You've opened for greats like Lori Morgan, Brooks and Dunn, Martina McBride, Merle Haggard, Freddie Fender, and a big list, it says, that goes on past that. And you announced that and tell it in the show, but how did music start for you? Was it at a really young age?
You know, I don't want this to sound cliche, but it's really kind of interesting. My dad played music for Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, and he also played as a side guy for Eddie Arnold on several of the Record Studio stuff. And I didn't know there was an ABC Records in Chicago, Illinois. Excuse me. But there was, and my dad recorded there with these guys. And so I had a lot of music around me all the time. Well, awesome. I started actually singing in church, and I was like 4. I remember this like it was yesterday. And I was actually 4 years old, and they got me up in front of the entire congregation to sing "Jesus Wants Me for a Sunbeam." And I did it, and then I got the bug because everybody clapped.
There you go. That'll do it. Lots of people clap when this show's over. No, I'm just messing around, but yeah, we absolutely love that, man, and you definitely can sing, man. You are fantastic, and you got a great band behind you as well at the Nashville Roadhouse. And I just became friends with one of your band members' wife. Sent me a friend request the other day, so she's probably tuned in.
Well, that's way cool. You know, my band, and I'm so proud to be able to say this. My band is a killer band, and we have won 4 years in a row now, Band of the Year. So it's like we're hoping to retain the title, but you never know. I mean, there's a lot of great bands in Branson, but my guys are the A-Picker studio guys that literally back up everybody that comes in on our stage, and it's just so awesome to have those guys behind me. It makes it so easy to perform. I can tell you, like, when Dan, for you folks out there that are looking to get on a bigger show and get out there on television and stuff, if you get the chance to come down and be on our show, you talk to Dan and Roger and those guys, they came in there and they nailed it. And my band sounded great. they sounded great, and they complimented each other. You were there, Tim. It was good.
Yeah.
It was great stuff.
Oh,
It was
man.
great stuff. And it's like you would think that these guys have been picking behind these guys their entire careers, and it sounds that good. So y'all get the opportunity, make sure you come and see us over at NashvilleRoadhouse.com.
Absolutely. You've got a steel guitar player that does justice to Charlie Daniels and the Charlie Daniels Band fiddle playing The Devil Went Down to Georgia. That is amazing too.
Yeah, he kicks it. Michael Hermsmeyer, he's got it going on. You know, I just want to mention real quick a shout out to all my guys out there. Michael Hermsmeyer on steel. You got Cole Lee on kind of utility guy. He plays guitar. He plays everything, and he sings background vocals and lead vocals. You got Luke McCormick, who plays bass guitar. He plays keys and drums, and he also sings lead vocals. You've got Paul Oney. Everyone in Branson town and literally all over the United States knows Paul Oney. He has been a drummer for a long time, and the drummer of the year 2019, 2020, 2021 in Branson. You've got Lyman Clark, who is keyboard player of the year, who is also a recording artist. He sings lead and background vocals. You got Mark Boyd, who is the music director, who sings lead and background vocals. And those guys kill it every single time. My entire crew, they do a great job. All the guys on sound and lights and production, my brother Greg, they do a fine job at everything they do. And I appreciate all of what they do.
Oh, they're amazing. And for those of you who don't know, and I didn't know till I went to your show, the young gentleman you mentioned, Mr. Cole Lee, is Charlie Rich's grandson. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
He is the Silver Fox's grandson, and he's got it going on, man. He also, most recently, before he joined up with Nashville Roadhouse, which he's been with us for this is his third year, I think. He was with Keith Urban for about 4 or 5 years. Wow. And so he's been there and done all the guys in, like Michael Hermsmeyer was with Neil McCoy for a long time. Paul Oney, Stonewall Jackson, all of the guys and gals of the Grand Ole Opry and all that. Lyman Clark, the same. Mark Boyd with Mo Bandy for 13 years. Just a lot of stuff. These guys are all seasoned guys, and you know we have, like I said, it's a really hot band. We play, as you know, and you folks out there, you got to come and see it. As Tim does know, we play everything from country to rock and roll.
Yes. you do some Billy Idol, some Queen. It's all in there, man. If you love rock and roll too, it's a great show to go see.
Thanks, man.
And there's so many rock and roll influences in country music, and especially in the artists that we play, and we talk about it all the time in these interviews, and I call them the stories behind the songs. That's why I love doing these, because you really get to hear the reason these people make this music, and they're so passionate about it, and it shows up in their songs and in their writing and all of it, man. And country music is alive and well, and so is rock and roll.
You know what is both country and rock, both are just kicking it. And I've had a lot of influences on both sides. My dad and them with the country music, I've been around that my whole life. I've had the privilege of playing at the Grand Ole Opry and all those things. I've been there and done that. When I first started off, I went to Nashville to go to Nashville to get a rock and roll deal and wound up with a country deal. But it's all good. I was like, just a real quick story so that your listeners get a little flavor of what's going on. I went to Nashville and went to Printer's Alley, and it was me and my entire family. And my dad had sneaked around and put my name in to get on stage with the band. And I got up there and I did "Statue of a Fool" by Ricky Van Shelton. And anyway, I walked off stage, and it was a great response. I walked off stage, and I got a card from the guy that says, "You need to meet me at Universal Studios in downtown Nashville, Tennessee tomorrow." And I was like, "Yeah, okay, thanks, buddy. I appreciate it so much." It's like I went over there and stuck the card on the table, and I was like, he said, "Hey, wait a minute, before I leave," he was leaving. "Before I leave," he said, "when you come to the Universal Artist Building or United Artist Building, you need to the gate will be locked, and the code to get in the gate is the sign of the cross, 3 down and 2 across." And I said, "Okay, gotcha. Thank you again so much." Well, we went back to the hotel next morning, get up, and my dad said, "What do you have to lose? Ride down there." So my brother and I, we rode down there, and I just like pulled up to that big gate and punched in that code, and the gate opened up, and it was like, oh, wow, man, this is really real. And we went up there, and the rest is kind of history. Cause,
that is awesome.
I got a record deal and got a #1 record called Is There Anything Left Out of That? And it was all cool.
That is awesome. I love that story. But one story that I don't know, and I'll tell you what brought me to Branson, was I grew up around the Joplin, Missouri area, and my grandpa started the tradition of bringing us to Branson with the theme park called Silver Dollar City. He used to get us season passes and bring us there every year, and we just had a great time. And always a lot of memories about Branson and getting to see some of the shows and everything. Well, later on, my brother, as we grew up, moved here, and he ended up being Andy Williams' TV producer and doing his Christmas commercials for a few years. And Andy Williams, even though he wasn't country, had a great run of 19 years here in Branson. So that kind of brought me here. He goes, why don't you come to Branson and do some things? And, of course, I was looking at that time to do internet radio and been doing it now for 10 years. And so that's what I want to ask you. What brought you to Branson?
Well, I have several other. Back in the 90s when I had this #1 record, it afforded me the opportunity to go all over the world playing country music with a little rock and roll flair to it. And but I thought, well, I need to have something else too, because music won't last forever. So I started a business, and I had an office here in Hollister, Missouri, and I came here to shut that office down. I didn't live here at the time. I lived in Virginia and Nashville, back and forth, Nashville, Virginia, back and forth. And so I came here to close this office down and liked it and bought and built a house out on the lake, and been here ever since.
Yeah.
That was 2005. So I came in here initially to shut the office down, and then I wound up having a place called the Majestic Steakhouse here for several years.
Wow.
Myself, my
okay.
brother, and,
We've been to that one and watched that dinner show. That is awesome.
Yeah, we had that for 5 or 6 years, myself, my brother, and Rick McEwen, and then another place in Hollister called Audie's Pizza.
Yep.
That thing, we had that for a while, and so I've been around here doing. We did several shows down at the center stage at the Landing. We did one once a year or every other year. Me and T. Graham Brown, Billy Dean, and maybe several others that we bring in. All of us going down there together and play and take center stage, and it was a lot of fun. That was the extent of doing shows in Branson.
Yeah, my first experience with Branson doing anything theater wise, you mentioned my buddy Rick McEwen. He used to play with Leroy New, who did a great, and he still does, a great Marty Robbins tribute in Branson. He did it at the Little Opry Theater in the IMAX, and he hired me to do his lights and sound and set up and tear down his stage during the show. And I got to know Rick McEwen really well, and Kenny Christensen and those guys, and just all phenomenal guys. And and everybody knows everybody here in Branson. Rick played with Jim Stafford for like 19 years, and or maybe 14. I think it was 14 years, but yeah, he's been doing it for a long time, and now he's doing the Gambler Kenny Rogers tribute. So
it's a great show.
Yeah,
it's a great show. If you folks get out to see it, you want to see somebody who looks and sounds like Kenny. Rick's it.
That's Rick. Yep, absolutely. So big shout out to him as well. Well, we want to play some of your music for the folks and hear some of the talent that you bring to the music world. Something about the way you look tonight. Tell us about this one. A great song.
This is kind of strange because this led into so many things. We had a request to record this song, and so we did. But with the help of Universal Music, the help of Elton John himself, and Bernie Taupin, let's see, Stuart Epps, which is Elton's producer, and Clive Franks, Elton's producer. We did our own spin on this song, an Elton John song, and we did a video. Elton appears in the video, and we won a Telly Award for the best music video of 2022 off this song, and it got us so many other things. Things started happening again. So we wound up with a new television show, which you and I will talk about in a while, but that's coming out this fall in September. we wound up with all kinds of different nominations and awards, and it's just super cool. We're back in the studio with the same influences again, and the same people working on the record, this new record that we have coming out, and we've added one along with Stuart Epps and Clyde Franks and them. We have another surprise producer that everyone will know. I will tell you that the producer, I'm not going to give it away, anyone that's ever listened to Def Leppard, you'll know who I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So
there you go. Love it.
A little clue.
I like that. Well,
so then we did this record. And we recorded it at the mansion here in Branson, and then they shipped the masters to London, where they finished it up there at the studios in London, and then came back here and they mastered it there and here, remastered again here, and then we produced it. I mean, pushed it all out there and went to radio and went all around the world, and we did really well with it. So
yes, and the song is fantastic. So we're going to play that, and if you can hang out just a little bit longer, we're going to come back and talk to Stevie Lee Woods some more about some TV stuff and about some more nominations that I was looking at today that you're picked up. So this is called Something About the Way You Look Tonight from Stevie Lee Woods on the Tim Kelly Show, KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Was a time when I was everything and nothing all in one. Then you found me. I felt like a cloud across the sun. I need to tell how you light up every second of the day. In the moonlight, shine like a beacon on the bay. No, I can't explain, but there's something about the way takes my breath away. Oh, the way you look tonight, with a smile, you pull the deepest secrets from my heart. In all honesty, I don't know where to start. No, I can't explain, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. It's a feeling that I feel for you deep inside. No, I can't describe, but there's something about the way you look tonight. Takes my breath away. Oh, the way you look tonight. But there's something about the way you look
something about the way you look tonight. Stevie Lee Woods live with us tonight from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Fantastic song, my friend, and you knocked that out of the park.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You know, we had so many things, Tim, have happened because of that song that just kind of revitalized everything for us, myself and the band, and it's just super cool to be a part of it. And then now doing it again, another record with another video follow on and all that stuff is just so cool. So,
well,
thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And you were talking about a lot of nominations that song picked up. Well, you just got nominated in 9 categories, I believe, for the 2 for yourself, and I think 7 for the Nashville Roadhouse Live show from the Best of Branson. So congratulations on all of that.
Thank you. Yeah, we got nominated again, and we're so thankful to all of you out there. Thank you so much for getting us the nominations and for liking the show and coming and being a part of. And I try to make everybody that walks through the door, I try to make everybody feel at home, feel comfortable. I try to shake every hand in the audience. I don't care if there's 50 or 1,500, I try to shake every hand just to be able to say thank you, because you could be anywhere, you could be anywhere else, but you're there with us, and I just want to let you know that we really appreciate you being there. So thanks, and thanks for the nominations, and thanks for acknowledging those. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, and I've seen a lot of shows in Branson, and I would have to vote for yours as being Branson's best, but just because of what you do, like you were saying. You reach out to all those folks and try to shake as many hands as you can, and you give great deals to the locals. They can go see that show for like $10, and you're always giving away tickets. I see it every day on Facebook.
Well, you know what? I had somebody said something about, well, they're just giving away their tickets. No, I mean, I've got a lot of seats. So to the locals around here, I just want you guys to know the reason I give away the tickets is because it's my way of giving back to you. I mean, you make what we do. You make what I do. You make what Tim does. You make what everybody else in this town does. It's because of you. And so I try to give back what I can and make it happen. So it's not a matter of, I just want to take and say, here, thank you. Thanks for being here, and thanks for helping us do it. Thanks for patronizing and being out there with us every chance you can. We really appreciate it.
Absolutely. And I didn't realize this, but I get to looking up about the Branson Star Theater. It's got a lot of great history there, and you can probably tell it better than I can of some of the people that have played in that theater.
It's weird, and I will tell all of the ones, and it's, I don't know, all you folks out there, don't want this to scare you now. It's just funny. It's supposed to be haunted. It's a haunted theater. It made it on one of those TV shows about being haunted. Let's see, it was the home of Loretta Lynn, Johnny Cash. Did you know that Willie Nelson was there, and that's the theater that Willie left town, and he got to Branson, didn't stay long in Branson, and for circumstances beyond his control. Actually, they were all within his control. He left Branson, and him and Waylon Jennings were here.
Wow.
Let's see. Cash has been there. Mel Tillis and Pam Tillis were there for quite a while.
Yep.
Shoji played there. Jakob was there. The Rankin brothers were there for a long time. Everybody has played at that. That theater has been the home of every major entertainer at some time or another.
That is awesome.
Until they built their theater in town, they were there.
Yep, and I love where it's located because it's on the end of the strip where it's not so busy and you can get in and get out real easy. And there's an Olive Garden restaurant right in front of it. And the first time we went and saw Roger Adams, it was the best of both worlds because when you're at the Olive Garden, you're family anyway, and when you're at the Branson Star, you're family, and Stevie Lee Woods makes you feel that way. So we got to have a nice dinner, me and Brenda, and then we got to go see you guys and meet you for the first time, and we've met since. But it was absolutely a great time. One of the best times I've had going to a show in Branson. Absolutely.
Thanks, man.
And I'm not just saying that because we're doing this interview tonight. I mean that sincerely.
Thank you. Well, I want you. It was a pleasure meeting you, and I can see your enthusiasm about the artists and the new artists that are up and coming. And we want to do everything we can to try and help them and get them. You know, it takes being in the limelight. It takes having people out there that are pulling for you too, because this is a tough business.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of great people out there. You know, I get up and when I do this song at the end of the night. This whole world's full of singers. Who's going to fill their shoes? That one by George Jones. I talk about there's a lot of great singers, but it's all these young ones that are coming up now. Those are the folks that we have to root for to fill all the rest of these shoes, you know? And they need that help. It's not easy, and I hear a lot of great singers, but they don't have the help that they need and that push it to get them over the other side. It's very difficult. The competition is stiff.
Yes.
So it's right.
You know, we were talking about that before the show. I just played, or before the interview, I played Presley Tennant that was on Blake's team of The Voice. She was on Kelly's team, rather, and I play a lot on Blake's team because most of those were the country ones. But, you know, even though they don't win, they don't give up. They try to keep going and making this original music because it's their passion. It's in their blood. It's what they want to do, and I just want to help them, you know, because the music's so darn good. And, you know, to be this classic country that we call it 90s country, can you believe almost 30 years ago, they all started as independent artists just like the ones we're playing on the radio today.
Exactly. And, you know, in today's world, you don't need a major label. You don't need a major label to do anything. You can do it all yourself. The major labels aren't what they used to be. It's like, you know, they don't sign you the way they used to sign you. There's always, you know, there's more to the deal. So it's like you can do all the same things with distribution, with the help of iTunes and Spotify and all them. You get the same recognition. You just need that PR piece, the plug that's going to get it out there.
Yep, absolutely. And that's what we love doing, is helping folks in that direction. Getting radio airplay is super, super tough now. And you can't just walk in like Loretta did back in the day with Coal Miner's Daughter on a 45 and ask the program director to play it. It doesn't work like that.
No, it doesn't work like that. And, I mean, you can go through all kinds of ways to try and get yourself on the radio. It takes a little bit, and, you know, sad to say, but it's not always about how great a song is. It's often, a lot of times, about who you know and who you don't. Yeah. And that's just the reality. Yep. So, I mean, that's everything in life, I guess. But, you know, it's a shame that music and talent, you know, is but you know that as well as I do, especially on these big stations, these conglomerates.
Absolutely.
They do that. So, you know, you get into the people ask me all the time, you know, you're doing such a great service because you're playing all these folks, you're playing all this original music and all this new stuff that they can't get the opportunity to play anywhere else, because these big conglomerates, they get the top 40 wrapped up, and all you hear, you can turn the radio on the same time every day and you can hear the same song. I mean, that's just the way it rolls. And until you're in that little clique, it's, you know, it's tough. You might get a little play, you might get some light rotation and stuff somewhere, but you still have to have somebody that's really pushing for you, and that push takes a lot of money.
Absolutely. So, yep, and we're not asking for any of that. Radio's always been free to me to listen to, and we're going to keep it that way on this program. Well, we've talked a lot about radio, but let's talk about something TV-wise that the Nashville Roadhouse Live has going on. Tell us about that.
Yeah, this record, Something About the Way You Look Tonight, got us a television show. We got picked up by PMI, which is part of the Sony stuff and all that, and we got Telco Productions, and they are distributing the show. They're the same people who distribute Steve Wilco, Judge Judy, I can't remember, Kimmel, Jimmy Kimmel, and everybody. I can't remember all of them. There's a ton of them.
Uh-huh.
And so we premiere on September 3rd, the week of September 3rd. I think it's a Sunday night, if I'm not mistaken. But and it's a weekly television show. It's 30 minutes a week, and 26 weeks. That's a full season, and 26 weeks of reruns. We got a 3-year contract with them, and with a 3-year option to renew it. It's a TVG variety show. It's all about the music. It's not about slapstick comedy or comedians. It's about the music and the artists, where we feature Horizon folks like you have on your show here, and we feature seasoned veteran entertainers like we have T. Graham Brown and Confederate Railroad, Colin Ray, Aaron Tippin, a whole load of them on the show, and a different one every week. So you're going to see 3 or 4 different artists on the show every week, and we also perform at the open and the close and everything in between. So it's a lot of fun. It's the networks are really digging it, because they said, wow, it's so refreshing to have a TVG program that the entire family can watch and not have to worry about it. And it's a variety show, not some reality TV show.
Yeah.
You know, they said that's so cool. So we're looking forward to that, and we hope everybody receives it well, and you know, they like what we're doing.
Absolutely. I love those kind of shows. I grew up on them, watching Hee Haw, and you know, Garth Brooks getting his start on that program years and years ago, and you know, Roy Clark had a theater in Branson for a long time, and guys like that. And, you know, Mel Tillis, you mentioned, they used to hang out here all the time, and so that's kind of what got Branson started in the world of country music. And I really still say to this day it's probably number 2 to Nashville. They call Nashville Music City, but Branson's right up there.
It is. It's right up there, especially for live entertainment. It has so much live entertainment, and you know, and it has. I mean, Nashville has Branson on the recording side of it, but as far as live entertainment, you know, they don't have Branson beat. Yep. Now, the Nashville thing, a lot of people consider Nashville just entirely country music. It's really not. It's country and rock and roll. It's everything, blues. It's all of it. Yeah. But the you know, as far as live entertainment, Branson's got that title and retained it.
Yep, and you've got some great live entertainment at the Branson Star Theater. You are a show sponsor, so if you go to our website at KICRIndieCountryRadio.com, click that sponsors tab, scroll down just a little bit, and click that Nashville Roadhouse Live logo, and it'll take you right to them, and you can call and get your tickets and go see this weekend show. What do you got coming up this weekend?
This weekend, we are just featuring My Guys. We've got My Guys are taking center stage. All of My Guys, like I said earlier, they are all entertainers in their own right, and they are all performing their favorite songs this weekend.
Hey,
so
that's going to be
cool.
awesome. That'll be awesome. I didn't get to see him, but my wife got to meet one of the Kendalls from the show that you had not too long ago, and then you've had Brady Seals, and I see you invited him back. So a lot of good entertainment already coming, and if we can get some of the independent artists that we're playing on the program there, they're in for a treat as well, because I know these artists' music, and I've been playing this show for 10 years now. We just celebrated year number 10 last May. I'm doing the Tim
Congratulations,
Thank
man.
you.
That's a big milestone right there.
Doing the Tim Kelly show. So I have watched these artists, some of them grow up. I just interviewed Brooklyn Summer 3 years ago when she was 10, and I've got her coming up on the program here in a couple of weeks, and she's 13 now. So and I was her first radio interview, and that has happened a lot. So it's really cool to look back and say, I remember them from way back when, because I was playing them first, you know, or that kind of thing.
Let me tell you about first. This is a real quick story, just if you have a minute.
Yeah.
I was working at the Nashville Palace, and anyway, this little girl, they wanted to get her up on stage. And long story short, you weren't supposed to get anybody up on stage. This is back in the, way back in the day. It was in the 90s, but I said, okay, we'll get her on stage. She was going to do a Patsy Cline song. And she did the Patsy Cline song. She brought the house down. She sounded absolutely awesome. And that little girl turned out to be Leanne Rimes, so it was way cool. You know?
Yep, Blue. I remember that song. I think she was about 13 when she did that one, wasn't she? Something like that?
Yeah, that's when it came out. Mm-hmm. She did Crazy, it was Crazy. And she did the Palace, but it was like so cool, because she was just little. I had the pictures, and she was little.
That's cool.
And it was so cool. But I really dig what you're doing here with the station, and how you have all these independent artists. And feel free, you have some that you want to take and bring on the on the show, just let me know who they are, and you guys make sure you contact him if you want to be on the show or want to shot at being on the television portion of the show. That's so cool, and the exposure. We're going into, I forgot to tell you this, we're going into 195 million homes in the U.S. alone.
Wow.
So that's a lot. If we can get just 1%, hopefully 10, 15, 20%. But if we get 1%, it'd be nice, you know.
I guarantee I'll be tuned in. That's going to go right up there with our Chicago Wednesdays on Fire and PD in Chicago Mid. Love it.
That's funny.
Stevie Lee Woods, it's always a pleasure, my friend, to meet you and see you at the theater. It's been great doing this radio interview and listening to the story behind these songs. I appreciate the time tonight. And we will definitely see you on the radio, as I say, but we'll also see you in person at the Branson Star Theater. Go check out the Nashville Roadhouse Live show. And like I said, they're a sponsor on our tab at the website that we're on, and we're broadcasting from it right now. So click that and get your tickets to go see a fantastic show. Well, I
appreciate you, my friend, and
absolutely.
I appreciate everyone affiliated with you. Thanks again. All you folks out there, thank you. God bless y'all. And come see us live at Nashville Roadhouse.
There you go. We got a fun song from you called Put a Little Ketchup on It. And we were just at Whataburger the other day, and that's the first thing they ask us, if we want some ketchup.
Where's Whataburger around here?
Ozark.
Oh, okay. I was like, where's one?
Yeah.
All right, buddy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
You got it. His name is Stevie Lee Woods on the Tim Kelly Show, KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
He was 6 years old and he didn't know what life was all about when his mama introduced him to his first Brussels sprout. He took one bite and said, "Mama, this stuff makes me wanna hurl." She pointed at him and said, "Son, there are kids starving all over this world. Put a little ketchup on it, it'll help it go down easy. Some things in life are hard to swallow, but trust me and believe me, there'll be a little sunshine, and there's gonna be a little bit of rain. When it's hard to do the right thing, just smile and don't complain. Put a little ketchup on it." Now he's a newlywed, and he sure loves his beautiful wife. She's almost perfect, but she can't cook to save her life. He thought about saying something, but he knows there's a better way. He grabs that old red bottle, 'cause he can hear his mama say, "Put a little ketchup on it, it'll help it go down easy. Some things in life are hard to swallow, but trust me and believe me, there'll be a little sunshine, and there's gonna be a little bit of rain. When it's hard to do the right thing, just smile and don't complain. Put a little ketchup on it. If it's baked, if it's toasted, if it's fried, if it's roasted, don't let what's good go to waste, 'cause you don't like the way it tastes. Put a little ketchup on it, it'll help it go down easy. Some things in life are hard to swallow, but trust me and believe me, there'll be a little sunshine, and there's gonna be a little bit of rain. When it's hard to do the right thing, just smile and don't complain. Put a little ketchup on it. Put a little ketchup on it. A little Heinz ketchup on it.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
he turned 65. Thought every germ in the world would eat him alive. Locked himself away like some old recluse. Guess all that cash wasn't much use. Uh-oh, it's only money. Uh-oh, it's only money. Now one day Willie found himself in a mess. He had a new partner, the IRS. He didn't lose his cool, just cut a few new songs. Now he's flying high, back where he belongs. Uh-oh, it's only money. Uh-oh, it's only money. Won't make your skies blue, won't make your days sunny. That's why I'm telling you, it's only money. Some spend it fast, some spend it slow, but you can't take it with you when you go. Uh-oh, it's only money. My baby was looking at this big diamond ring. I said, honey, I don't think I can afford that thing. She looked at me with that I love you smile. Guess I won't be getting that new guitar for a while. Uh-oh, it's only money. Uh-oh, it's only money. Now my daddy says he knows for sure money's a lot like horse manure. You pile it up and it stinks, you know. Spread it around and it helps things grow. Uh-oh, it's only money. It's only money. Won't make your skies blue, won't make your days sunny. That's why I'm telling you, it's only money. Some spend it fast, some spend it slow, but you can't take it with you when you go. Uh-oh, it's only money. It's only money. It's only money. It's only money.
It's only money. It's just like horse manure. Well, crap, I don't have enough of that. I love that. Stevie Lee Woods, what a great interview we just wrapped up from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world. Go check him out at the Nashville Roadhouse Live, Branson Star Theater. And he is fantastic, and you'll love the whole show, the whole band, everything they got going on, including yours truly and a lot of the artists that were playing on the show. And we got some good things going on. We were talking about off the air that we're going to be doing with the Branson Star Theater, so that is fantastic. Stevie Lee Woods, I want to thank you for your time tonight. We know it's precious, and appreciate you, my friend. And we will definitely be seeing you on the radio and television as well. Check them out coming up September 3rd, the Nashville Roadhouse Live on NBC. Well, I found this next group this week. Let's give them a play to get the hour number 3 kicked off. They are 12 Mile. This is called Sing along on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
You're still singing that same old song. You just don't know where you heard it from. Like a broken record, baby, that's alright. I still remember how I felt that night. But don't go changing a thing. I wouldn't have it any other way. Singing at the top of your lungs, you can sing it all night long. Who needs a radio anyway? Well, sing it like summertime while you're picking in clothes off the line. Choosing a song, yeah, and I'll sing along. Well, it's been 10 summers now, and we're still hanging around. Well, you're the only light I see. You're still the biggest piece of me. Well, don't go changing a thing. I wouldn't have it any other way. Sing it at the top of your lungs. You can sing it all night long. Who needs a radio anyway? Sing it like it's summertime while you're picking in clothes off the line. Choosing a song, yeah, and I'll sing along. Sing it like you did the first time, baby. You know damn well that's what drives me crazy. Sing it at the top of your lungs. You can sing it all night long. Who needs a radio anyway? Sing it like it's summertime while you're picking in clothes off the line. Choosing a song, yeah, and I'll sing along. Yeah, and I'll sing along.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it. Today's Country.
I love absolutely every single song they play. This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing New Country's best.
Now this is my kind of country.
New country.
New country.
New country.
I thought I knew cold. I thought I knew rain. I thought I knew how to get over you. soul. The only answers I find are the useless ones I already know. That life will go on, and the rain's gonna fall, and whenever love goes, you can never know if it was ever here at all. What if I never knew love? What if I never knew you? Is there anything I was ever sure of? Can there be no denying? What if I'd never been born? I know that I wouldn't be dying. What if I never knew you? What if I never knew love? I tell myself that there's no one to blame. It's a cold day in hell and the end of the game. Just when I think I couldn't hurt anymore, I feel a chill in my bones and I'm down on the floor. What if I never knew love? What if I never knew you? Is there anything I was ever sure of? Is there still no denying that if I'd never been born, I know that I wouldn't be dying? What if I never knew you? What if I never knew love? What if I never knew you? What if I never knew love?
Her name is Lily Pearl Black. She is the daughter of a guy named Clint Black and a woman named Lisa Hartman Black. Isn't she talented? Lily Pearl Black. That is her debut single called Never Knew Love. Great video to that. You can check it out on YouTube as well. This next gentleman we got to see perform live at the Nashville Roadhouse Live Show, the Branson Star Theater, my good buddy from West Virginia, Roger Adams. This is a song he wrote about his parents. He lost his mom last year and his dad 22 years ago, and he told the story behind the song live on stage at the Branson Star. It is called Old and Gray from Roger Adams on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Monday.
When I was just a younger man, my daddy told me, son, sit down in that chair right there and you listen till I'm done. Well, I know there's years between us, and I may be old and gray, but you listen close to what I had to say. There's things that'll happen in your life that you won't understand. Jobs and bills, life and death, just do the best you can. And one day you'll find a woman, and she'll be right by your side. And just hold her close and love her every night. So you take care of the woman who takes care of her man. Make her a wife, build a life, yeah, do the best you can. And if something comes between you, well, don't look the other way. Just hold her close and try to make her stay. Till you're old and gray.
met your mama over 50 years ago. She took my heart and told me that she'd never let it go. So I made that girl a promise back in her younger days, and she makes me proud each and every day. So you take care of the woman who takes care of her man, make her a wife, build a life, yeah, do the best you can. And if something comes between you, well, don't look the other way, just hold her close and try to make her stay. Till you're old and gray, well, don't think that things are easy, well, there's work along the way. Just hold her close and tell her that you love her every day. So you take care of the woman who takes care of her man, make her a wife, build a life, yeah, do the best you can. And if something comes between you, well, don't look the other way, just hold her close and try to make her stay. Till you're old and gray, old and gray, old and gray.
Nobody knows new country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
Certain sounds and certain smells stir memories from long ago. From love's gone wrong to loves that last, and some that don't grow old. Sweetheart, I find you come to mind when roses bloom in spring, or when I hear twin fiddles here, I hear angels sing. Angels and roses take me back to yesterday. I just picked the brightest rose and laid it on an angel's grave. I call your name through the tears, and I feel you next to me. Angels and roses and a million memories. I recall your favorite roses were burgundy like wine. Without you, I'm like withered fruit on a dying vine. With the needle on the vinyl, twin fiddles softly play. I close my eyes and there you are, one slow dance away. Angels and roses take me back to yesterday. I just picked the brightest rose and laid it on an angel's grave. I call your name through the tears, and I feel you next to me. Angels and roses and a million memories. Angels and roses and a million memories.
More great traditional country music for you right there. My good buddy, Mr. Kevin Foland. That is called Angels and Roses. His latest single knocked that one out of the park. Absolutely love it and sounding good on the radio tonight. How about this next artist? She is from Arkansas. My good friend Mae Estes, March the 4th of this year, made her debut at the Grand Ole Opry. This is called Your Hands from Mae Estes on The Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Monday.
I've seen your hands grease stained, turn a wrench, swing a hammer, take apart a V8, put it back together and never miss a move. They just know what to do. And I've seen your hands 10 and 2, heading east on 40, hometown in the rear view. You left for me, letting go of everything so I could chase a dream. Steady and true and strong, and right where I belong. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my old guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hand's always holding mine. I felt your hands in the dark, light me up all over, running through my hair and pulling me closer like nobody else. You know me better than I know myself. You pick me up when I can't stand, like my mama prayed for kind of man. Beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my old guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hands always holding mine, when we got the whole world in the palm of it. When the going gets tough, ain't letting go of it. Yeah, we'll make the most of it. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my old guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life. Wearing that band, I hope your hands always holding mine. Holding mine.
Number 1 for today's country. New music discovery. Now.
She was 21 in a baby blue Jeep, just living her life on a sun-kissed beach. Not a care in the world or a place that she had to be. I passed by with a couple friends of mine. We waved them down as they drove by. Brake lights came on and the rest was history. I didn't have a clue of where this was gonna lead. When you find that special someone, there's not a thing that you won't do. To hear that laugh, to see that smile, feels like a song you never knew. It's a hope, a dream, an answered prayer from the man we owe it to. And I'm not sure why he put me here, but I'm glad it's next to you. The first long weekend gone so fast, pulling every heartstring this old guitar had. Getting that feeling that you do when you feel something new. Who would have known that I found the one without searching? I don't know a thing about the girl except she's perfect. When you find that special someone, there's not a thing that you won't do. To hear that laugh, to see that smile feels like a song you never knew. It's a hope, a dream, an answered prayer from the man we owe it to. And I'm not sure why he put me here, but I'm glad it's next to you. Cause when you find that special someone, there's not a thing that you won't do. To hear that laugh, to see that smile feels like a song you never knew. It's a hope, a dream, an answered prayer from the man we owe it to. And I'm not sure why he put me here, but I'm glad it's next to you.
His name is Lawson Harris. That is an awesome song called Next to You. Well, it's great to be next to you on the radio tonight on New Music Monday. We're having a great time playing New Country's Best. I will be interviewing this next artist 30 days from today on August the 3rd. He's a great Canadian artist, and he's got a great new single out. It is called Don't Play With Roses from Jamie Stever on The Tim Kelly Show on KICR Indie Country Radio. New Music Monday, playing New Country's Best.
I strolled into an old beach bar. I met a man with 1,000 scars. He could tell I had a heavy heart, so he ordered a couple more. What brings you by today, he said. Was it the one who got away? Boy, I could teach you a couple things, 'cause I've lived through love and war. Maybe all she wanted from you was to be there by her side. Maybe all she needed from you was to listen every time. Forgiveness on your knees, 'cause flowers ain't enough. Boy, when it comes to a woman's love, all I know is don't play with roses. I stumbled home to an empty bed, thinking about every word he said, and everything I could have done instead of watching her move on. It's what I thought was going so well, turned into going through hell. Lying here reminding myself of why she's really gone. Maybe all she wanted from you was to be there by her side. Maybe all she needed from you was to listen every time. Forgiveness on your knees, 'cause flowers ain't enough. Boy, when it comes to a woman's love, all I know is don't play with roses. Maybe all she wanted from you was to be there by her side. Maybe all she needed from you was to listen every time. Forgiveness on your knees, 'cause flowers ain't enough. Boy, when it comes to a woman's love, all I know is, yeah, when it comes to a woman's love, all I know is don't play with roses. Don't play with roses.
country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot.
And this.
Felt like living and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me.
And this.
Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
It was just 3 days. It was only a weekend. It was a staircase, snow piled up, skating off the deep end. It was a dance in a dive bar that came without a warning. It was a bus ride back, feather in my hat, coffee in the morning. Yeah. You took the 70 back to the city. I had a plane to catch. We lit a fire, it's still burning. Yeah, let's follow it back. Meet me in Colorado. Yeah, there's something about that place. Spin out like a Silverado around that town till the whole world fades away. Kiss me on that same sidewalk where I swore time stopped, where the street lights burn like a burned out star. Wherever you are, yeah. Meet me in Colorado. Whoa. I'll save you a spot at the tabletop where we shared stories, took too many shots. We got so lost in the moment. Yeah, I wasn't joking. If life ever gets too hard, meet me in Colorado. Yeah, there's something about that place. Spin out like a Silverado around that town till the whole world fades away. Kiss me on that same sidewalk where I swore time stopped, where the street lights burn like a burned out star. Wherever you are, yeah. Meet me in Colorado. Oh. Meet me in Colorado. You took the 70 back to the city. I had a plane to catch. We lit a fire, it's still burning. Yeah, let's follow it back. Meet me in Colorado. Yeah, there's something about that place. Spin out like a Silverado around that town till the whole world fades away. Kiss me on that same sidewalk where I swore time stopped, where the street lights burn like a burned out star. Wherever you are, yeah. Meet me in Colorado. Oh. Meet me in Colorado.
Her name is Claire Wright, and I'm loving that song. It is called Colorado. Claire Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T. Go check her out. Phenomenal music on the radio tonight. How about this next artist, a former American Idol contestant? His name is Tyler Booth. This is called Long Comes a Girl on the Tim Kelly Show from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Monday from Branson, Missouri, the live show capital of the world.
You see the bopper dropping while you're popping the top on a cold beer, and you bust through the mud in your old truck in low gear. It's shotguns, bird dogs, buddies, and 12-ounce curls. Along comes a girl. You're spitting and swearing in the jeans you've been wearing for 2 weeks. Paycheck, weekend, hardcore, drinking and no sleep. Playing by the rules you made in a country boy's world. Along comes a girl. You're losing track of time on a front porch swing, writing love songs in your 6-string. And she ain't lighting up your phone, you just got you falling like a star from the bluegrass sky, tripping on a kiss on a Friday night, hiding in the clouds with her on a midnight high. Along comes a girl, never thought you'd be breaking an iron out on a new shirt, or singing along to I Saw the Light in an old church, let alone taking out a 20-year loan for a piece of your own dirt. And along comes a girl, and you're losing track of time on a front porch swing, writing love songs on your sixth string. If she lined up your phone, you just let it ring. She got you falling like a star from the bluegrass sky, tripping on a kiss on a Friday night, hiding in the clouds with her on a midnight high. Along comes a girl, she got you falling like a star from the bluegrass sky, tripping on a kiss on a Friday night, hiding in the clouds with her on a midnight high. Along comes a girl, along comes a girl.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
It's a sun up to sundown, working hard kind of town, full of teachers, couple preachers, more tractors and trucks than you can count. It's a simple life, but it's more than enough when you add it all up. We got ground to put some green on, a good book to lean on when times start getting tough and nothing's left but love. We just work till the work's through, as hard as we have to get to that next day. Oh, doing all it takes, yeah, living that life where all you need for survival is bread on the table and hands on the Bible. We got farmers, blue collars, and every field in between, having sons and daughters, growing that American dream. And everyone is proud of what they do, the kind of place that's built on truth. We got ground to put some green on, a good book to lean on when times start getting tough and nothing's left but love. We just hands on the Bible.
That is the first ever recorded song from my good friend Chelsea James. She is from Seymour, Missouri, just north and east of Branson, the live show capital of the world. That is an awesome tune and an awesome voice on that young lady called Hands on the Bible. Well, I just got my hands on this next song today, right before I went on the radio. We're going to play it right now for Kenny Sergio. It is called Jersey Shore on the Tim Kelly Show on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Where you from, girl? What's a country girl doing around here? Let me show you where we got a little down there up here. You say all, we say oh, something I want you to know. I'm Jersey Shore, you ain't ever seen nothing like this. By the time the sun sets in your skin sun-kissed, you're gonna feel the salt water mist like I do. Yeah, let's take the parkway to the Pony-Meter Stone. Walk the boards all night, you never wanna go home. When the stars come out, you'll understand me more. Why I'm Jersey Shore. Yeah, I'm Jersey Shore. Baby, we could grab a slice, or we could ride the rides. This summer night ain't gonna last forever. Do you wanna roll the dice? At the Jersey Shore, you ain't ever seen nothing like this. By the time the sun sets in your skin sun-kissed, you're gonna feel the salt water mist like I do. Yeah, let's take the parkway to the Pony-Meter Stone. Walk the boards all night, you never wanna go home. When the stars come out, you'll understand me more. Why I'm Jersey Shore. Yeah, I'm Jersey Shore. Never met anyone like you. At the Jersey Shore, you ain't never seen nothing like this. By the time the sun sets and your skin sun-kissed, you're gonna feel the salt water mist like I do. Yeah, let's see the parkway to the Pony-Meter Stone. Walk the boards all night, you never wanna go home. When the stars come out, you'll understand me more. Why I'm Jersey Shore. Yeah, I'm Jersey Shore. You know I'm Jersey Shore, yeah. You know I'm Jersey Shore, yeah. You know I'm Jersey Shore. That's right. You know I'm Jersey Shore, yeah. You know I'm Jersey Shore, yeah. You know I'm Jersey Shore, yeah. That's right.
Once again, his name is Kenny Sergio. That is called Jersey Shore, and I sure do like that song. Thanks for sending it over. We appreciate it, and we're working out the details on a live radio interview with that gentleman right there. Well, I want to thank my special guest that did the live radio interview with yours truly tonight, Mr. Sunshine James and Mr. Stevie Lee Woods from Branson, Missouri. Had a great time talking to both, and go check out their music, sunshinejames.com. Stevie Lee Woods, you can check out his show at the Nashville Roadhouse Live, Branson Star Theater, right behind the Olive Garden on the 76th Strip, where country meets rock and roll. You'll be probably seeing me there a whole lot more. We're probably going to be there next Monday night on the radio, so come hang out with us in the lobby. It'll be a whole lot of fun, and we'll get you ready for the big show that happens at the Branson Star Theater. Absolutely love that program. And be checking out the Nashville Roadhouse Live this September on NBC. Today's Country and the Tim Kelly Show is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Like us there on Facebook, and we will like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in